Okay then, day 17.
Hey, Dom. Sola was wondering if you could enchant a set of hammers after all. She's finally ready to use them.
Of course, but why isn't she asking me to do it herself?
That's a good question.
She's been a bit busy with the Tarmakine stuff she's working on.
Right. I'm happy to enchant the hammers. I'll need cinder linen to do it, though. Do you have any on you?
I do.
As a matter of fact, I do. Here.
Perfect. I've still got some of the byproduct from your drake harvest as well. I'll enchant them right away. Do you think I should be the one to bring them to Sola? Or would she prefer that you do it?
Why don't you bring them? This Tarmakine project is really important to her, and I think it would mean a lot if you helped out.
You're right. She's the love of my life, after all. I'm happy to help. But maybe you could join me? After all, you're the one she's been entrusting the details of her work to. Maybe she'd rather you be there.
I could come, if you really think that's best, but it kind of seems like the two of you should...
Great, it's settled. We'll both go.
Yeah. Okay.
Carter. So give me a second because I have everything removed from the place where I play due to two of my cats deciding to be cats, I guess. Okay, Zola.
This isn't working. The forge isn't hot enough.
I've stoked the forge before.
No, this work is somewhat more precise. It's not all bad news. I can forge a set of Tarmakine arms now. I'll give you the design. But the remaining pieces are too large to make without reaching the temperatures that Xavier was able to at his forge.
Sola, it's all right. We can figure this out. Maybe we need something stronger than cinder linen to augment the hammers.
No, enchanting isn't the solution. Sev and I need to head into Denevron to get Xavier's forge. It's built for this.
And it's exceptionally heavy. You and Sev are strong, but do you really think you'll be able to get it back here?
We have to try.
My love, I know this is important to you, but do you think Xavier's forge is a long-term solution? The caravan won't be able to carry it. You'll need to leave it behind when we start traveling again.
I don't want to keep traveling. I want to settle down. I want to stay in one place. I want a home.
So this is all it's been all about?
But we're weavers. Our home is the open road. Traveling is what we do.
It doesn't have to be.
Staying in one place, it's not the life we decided on for ourselves.
It's not the life I thought I could have. But here, in the Enclave, it's possible. We could be weavers and stay. You could enchant. I could teach smithing. I could unravel the Tarmakine techniques and pass them on to a new generation.
You've clearly spent a great deal of time thinking this through. Without me. It's not what I planned for myself, though. Or even a life I want, for that matter.
But we're married. If we don't want the same life, where does that leave us?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's incredibly awkward.
I might be overstepping, but you both should take a beat. This is escalating fast.
Exactly.
Everyone can see how much you love one another. You'll work this out if you come back to the conversation fresh.
But it's right. I need some space. Maybe it's best if we take some time apart.
Wait, I didn't mean...
Fine.
Sola, are you...
I don't even know what just happened. I can't believe he just left.
He was caught off guard. It will be okay, I promise.
I don't know anymore.
That's heavy topic.
How you doing, Sola? That discussion with Dom was a little rough.
I'm frustrated and hurt. I feel like I don't ask for much, and when I finally do, he acts mystified.
Well, because that's a huge commitment.
He absolutely could have handled that better. But I think he was genuinely caught off guard.
How is that possible? I feel like I've been trying to tell him for ages. Or hint at it, at least.
Maybe that was the first time he really understood, though.
Maybe. I just need some time. And space.
I don't know if space is the best.
I can't have that conversation again right now. Especially if he won't consider... Never mind.
Bonus heat resistance. Nice. I'll have a couple of armors dedicated to save me from all of those horrible status effects.
My moisturizing cream wouldn't happen to be by the forge, would it?
Oh. Yeah.
Of course it is. Would you pass it to me when you have a moment?
Sure.
Travel in paradise, I see.
Hello. Yes. Hello. That's right. That's the correct thing to say, isn't it? Is it?
Breathe, Dom.
Yes, of course. I just not feeling myself.
Sola?
Yes, flames. Yes. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened there.
I think maybe you two have some things to talk through. After a little time to cool off.
I had no idea she wants to stop traveling.
We all have to slow down sometime. We can't be on the road our whole life.
Well, yes, she had, I suppose, brought it up once or twice, but I assumed she meant later. Like our dotage.
At least it's out there now. Take a bit. Think about what she said. What she might want, and what you want. There's a way to make it work.
I shall. Yes, because I would very much like it to, as you say, work.
Yeah, pretty heavy stuff, but I don't see us moving forward for now. So I need to go to the Bastion, and I can go to the Spindle and Cassian Hold. So I will go to the Cassian Hold, to the Spindle, and then go to the Bastion. Hello, I have something for you.
A resonance. Freshly pulled from an arc's pattern, as requested.
By the
Exactly.
flames! You can't be serious! This is... incredible!
I know.
You know, great archons weren't built with patterns. They formed. Oh, this will propel my research faster than...
What is this about?
Nothing.
Is that so? Then why is this rogue point harvesting archons for you?
Khan Stanild. Isla is the spindle. Patterns are directly tied to her domain when you hear what she hopes to achieve with the arcs.
I'm well aware of my daughter's ambition, but I have given express orders that she is not to pursue them.
Well, you can't.
Daughter?
The reason you didn't want me studying active arcs was because it was too dangerous to harvest one. But Bryn offered to do it for me. None of our people were put at risk.
The reason I didn't want you researching arcs is because I ordered you not to.
That's not a reason, though.
Not as your father, but as the leader of the Enclave. This insolence and disrespect will not be tolerated. You will drop this obsession at once, Isla. For good.
Hey,
Are you?
I can't be seen speaking to you about this subject anymore. I'm sorry,
But
I need to get back to work. Goodbye.
Okay, that was weird.
I really can't discuss the arcs with you. Not here.
don't worry. I understand. I just didn't realize that Khan Stanild is your father.
Admittedly, I wasn't the most forthcoming about that.
Yeah.
Why hide the fact that the Eye is your father?
No. Everyone knows. That's kind of the problem. My father has been in power a long time. And obviously, being his daughter has come with its privileges. But I can't ignore the whispers that I haven't truly earned my role. And at times, I worry they're right.
So, when you had the opportunity to work with us on your own terms,
I took it. I'm sorry. This probably looks bad.
are you all right after that argument?
He's been on edge lately.
Since our band arrived?
That didn't help, but our relationship hasn't been great since I became the Spindle. At first, he was thrilled when I was elected, but you're just not seeing him at his best right now. Please, don't judge him too harshly.
I'm sorry, it's too late. I don't dislike. I dislike the guy.
I'll try not to. But you didn't answer my question. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
You said he's not
Yeah.
at his best. What does a good day look like for him?
I know it's hard to see it, but he is an amazing father. My childhood was wonderful. Growing up in Cassidon's Hold wasn't easy, but he made it fun. No matter how intense his job became, he made time for me.
So he's a good father. It happened.
Playing dress up, reading to me before bed, or, as I got older, teaching me the basics of weaving and enchanting. He was my best friend and confidant. I could always tell him anything.
Do you still tell him everything, even now?
A lot has changed. But I have to believe he's still the same father I grew up with.
Wow.
I know we're not supposed to talk about the A word, but they're your passion. Why is your father so against you pursuing your research?
He says they're dangerous.
Right, but so are a lot of things in the Enclave.
I never knew my mother. I was born just before the retreat to Cassidon's Hold. When my research touched a nerve, he finally told me that she had died in an arc attack on the upper city. He wants me to steer clear of them, but he just doesn't see their potential. Yet.
Just know that when it comes to our Weaver Band, we believe that our contributions are what defines us.
That's comforting. For what it's worth, I did enjoy working with you. But that's in the past. I should get back to my duties.
Got it, Sunshine. Got it. Let's talk to the idiot here. I don't like you.
The Axel mentioned you were asking about my dear friend, Matteo Agretius.
You were close?
Matteo was a great man. In the aftermath of the surge, he went back for families that couldn't evacuate to Nevron. Sadly, he passed away a few years ago. You were comparing mantles to see if there might be a family relation?
Aurea was hoping he might be her father, but it turns out he's not.
Unfortunate. What an impressive lineage she would have.
He is also...
Got it.
I know you're intrigued by the obvious lineage, but take care not to get caught up in your enthusiasm.
I won't.
Oh, he's a prick. I don't like him, but I don't have to. Okay, let's start with the bunker. I have 2 quests here, right?
The Bastion. Lane said to look for regiment records.
Regiment's record, and the other quest is the yard. Okay. And up we go. Officer's Gate, which I'm on the opposite side of, and the yard, which I have no idea where it is. The yard, the Officer's Gate. Okay. Okay, got this one. Where are you? Here. Oh, the other is dead as well. Cool. Okay, and now we need to go here. And search through the yard. Check the yard, yes. Oh, water. Here? Okay, what is it in the yard that I have to find? I mean, it's Spitfire nests, okay. So I'm not really looking for anything. Other than those things. Yeah. Okay, so we have to destroy this. Come on.
That should be the last of them.
Nice.
Appreciate the chance to test run your scry.
Okay, just clean it up. Let's pick up the items. And now off I go to the officer's gate. No one to stop this shooting me from here. No. You come back. No, you come back. No, you come back. And you have to look for okay, we have to compile the research on Umbran. So let's look for information here. Okay, it's higher still on my way.
These are the regiment records Lane asked for. My father told me stories about how instrumental the Oberon were in the wars for Carnhaven's independence. They would glide behind enemy lines and strike with precision.
Okay, back to camp.
Bryn?
Huh?
Hi, Zola. Everything okay?
Oh, yes. Welcome back. It's good to see you safe. Could we talk when you have a moment?
Of course.
Sure, that's unexpected. I didn't even properly port into the camp. I will talk to you in a second, but now... What's this?
Sounds like your work with Ilo was a smash success.
Not
Yeah.
exactly. She seems less willing to talk to us than ever.
Yeah?
I wouldn't be so sure of that. She sent me here with a secret message, after all.
She did? What?
Ilo wants you to go to the Archon's hearth. It needs to be at night, though. She'll sneak away from Cassidon's hold to guide you on the scry here. She wants you to collect Archon parts that may be hard to spot without her help.
Oh. Okay, I haven't
I
been.
don't think I've been to the Archon's hearth yet. Where is it exactly?
You've been pretty close to it.
I have?
Wow. You've forgotten our introduction so fast.
I take it that's where the cavern near the harness leads.
Correct.
So what is it exactly?
The Archon's hearth is where all arcs were created.
Okay.
We lost control of it almost immediately after the Surgeborn appeared. Not that we had much use for it. The Surge hit it hard, and most of the weavers who knew how to build arcs died as a result. But all the materials to build arcs are still there. Hence, the spindle wants you to go.
Makes sense.
What parts does Isla want me to collect?
There'll be 3 what's-its, 4 who's-its, and maybe a thingy or 2?
For a guy delivering secret messages, you're not really a detailed note-taker, are you?
I glazed over when she started listing the parts, and, well, we decided her sneaking out to guide you on your scry was the best course of action. Besides, even if we knew what the parts were called, there's a lot of junk down in the Archon's hearth. It wouldn't be easy to spot on your own.
The Eye, well, her father, was livid when I brought her the resonance. Couldn't Isla get in trouble for sneaking out?
I know. Oh, she's never been cooler. But yes, she could absolutely get in trouble for this. We should make it a quick trip.
Got it. I appreciate you being the middleman, Eric. Sounds like I'd better get to the Archon's hearth.
Enjoy the trip. I hear it's toasty when you get deeper in. It is basically a giant forge for arcs, after all.
Interesting. There's so much.
Things still good with our
Quest.
Spitfire problem?
All handled. You did great out there. But now we have another problem. Madame Silverbeak. Seriously? I said it while you were out there, and the look she gave me.
That's so lovely.
No, you didn't.
Oh, yeah, I did. And I shall never again. But well played, Miss Bryn. But it was quite the experience. Your scry is not at all what I'm used to. It's better, more vibrant. Anyway, sincerely, thank you for your help. If I need more, I'll know to just ask this time.
Yeah, another quest.
Hey, Bryn. Sorry, was lost in thought. Is this scry thing? It's been bothering me.
You said it felt different from the ones you're used to.
Yours was much more intense than any we have. And I need to know why. Have we overused them? I don't think so. Yours is at least as old and clearly has seen good service.
That does seem strange.
Yeah, I went digging through everything I could find about the Scries. I'm sure the Eye has records he won't share with me. Or anyone, really. But I still found a lead.
A sudden burst of bureaucratic insight.
Yeah, yes, I suppose. Shipping records for Scries. There were some set to go out right around the surge.
Exports? To bands like ours?
Probably. Well, that's the problem, though. There's a lot of very specific shorthand on these manifests I just don't understand.
We should talk to Casmin. She lives and breathes shipping logistics.
I was hoping you'd suggest that. I was considering asking her myself, but...
She's a little intimidating.
No, that's Aurea. Casmin just seems busy. Always busy.
The key is to catch her after a nap. Way more relaxed with some sleep. We can talk to her together.
Okay, cool.
Eric, you don't think you could have mentioned that the Spindle is the Eye's daughter?
That's her business to share.
Yes, but it would have been nice to know I was helping his daughter rebel against him.
Instead of helping his unrelated colleague undermine him.
Mean. But fair.
Your intervention definitely had an impact, though. A number of enchanters immediately started pushing for more. More expeditions, more studies of the Surgeborn, you name it. That's the kind of pressure the Eye was hoping to avoid. But I think him blowing up was a misstep. If I had to guess, the Axel started the rumors.
Oh god, that's some politics there.
Do you think that's what Isla wanted?
Yeah.
No. She just wants to keep her head down and not have people focus on the Eye-father thing.
Makes
And
sense.
frankly, I get it. If Khan Stanil were my dad, I'd take it to the grave.
Okay, but if I'm walking into any more deadfalls, a heads up would be nice.
I promise. Unless it's someone's private business.
Sure, back to square one.
When we first met at the harness, you were very brusque. All of you, and so on. How come?
Snap decision. I was there to warn you, and suddenly my earpiece activated. Someone was watching me on the scry.
You think it was the Eye?
I do. He'd made some comments about previous off-the-books expeditions I'd done, such as the one where I slipped your band a warning about the flood. So, I kept up the front as best I could.
Do you need to sneak around him a lot?
To get things done, I often have to cut through all the rules and limitations. For example, your help is making things happen. The Eye's planning something, but no one's telling me what.
Interesting.
I'm not sure the Spindle or the Axle even know. I'd guess we're all going to be handed orders and expected to deliver on a moment's notice. The Eye always claims he's protecting the people by sharing on a need-to-know basis. What do you make of it?
Everyone works better when we're aware of the challenges ahead. I couldn't do what I do if Dharm refused to tell me how my mantle works, for instance.
No limits then? Just share everything we know.
Sharing everything means there's no consideration given. It's just a stream of too much information.
Yeah.
I think you can be considered in what you say. Still, erring on the side of giving people more information and trust lets them be their best.
Wins, why aren't you the Eye? You do a better job with that attitude. You've given me a lot to think about. I should get back to looking over these reports, though.
Again, that was interesting. Let's go to Lane now. Obrun in the Enclave. The gregarious Obrun culture is influential across the Maida. In contrast to the Ram, who tend to keep to themselves, the Obrun have easily integrated themselves into daily life among Katsu, Ashar, and Kashar. Extensive census data we covered by our point indicate that the Enclave was no outlier in this regard. Though this research was initiated to investigate our Watcher's lineage and successfully identified 3 candidates for her patriarch, pardon my boasting, it seems a shame not to compile the findings for our archive as well. Oberon participated in all aspects of life in the Enclave. Notably, Oberon such as Sharayan Harpinay and Matteo Agretus were memorialized in statues as famed contributors to the Enclave's success. In addition to this, Oberon frequently held influential seats in the Enclave's government, as well as offered important contributions to their military despite its small size. Indeed, they were in fact overrepresented in the Scout Corps. Their unique physiological attributes were clearly considered particularly useful for the Scouts' duties. Of course, Oberon were assimilated into the civilian populace and economy as well. From what we can tell, their presence in the Enclave did not dilute their unique cultural identity, nor their age-old cultural divide around the controversial practice of clipping their wings. A contemporary etching, satirical in nature, depicts a rich Oberon so wholly consumed by indolence that his untrimmed feathers reach the ground, causing him to tip over them. Unrealistic, to be clear. That is not how feathers work.
What have you got for us, Lane?
Yeah.
I've narrowed it down to 3 likely candidates.
Okay.
A Hallowpire priest, a farmer, and the last military commander prior to the evacuation to Cassidon's Hold.
A military commander sounds promising. How do we narrow down which of those 3 is my father?
That's where we step away from the books and do some investigating. Bryn?
I'll check the garrison, the market, and the Hallowpire Rise for any traces of these Oberon.
Okay, so more running about. More running about, more running about.
Watch your back with Kenrick standing. He's slippery.
From what I can tell, he wants to help the Enclave as much as anyone.
Then why is he only starting now, after 2 decades of stagnant leadership?
He didn't have the means before.
Zev clearly will betray us in no time. Okay, Zala. A question of loyalty. What's
You
up?
wanted to talk? Mm-hmm. Can you walk with me? Why all the mystery, Milady Smith? In a word, I'm worried. About
Sev. He's
Huh?
been acting strangely. Has been since we met the Hearthsiders at the Hold. He's going there a lot in off hours, and he honestly looks a little exhausted, despite the fact that we're taking space. Dom even came to tell me he's noticed Sev slipping out late at night.
Have you asked Sev what's wrong?
I have, and he waves it off every time.
Right. What do we do about it?
Sev has completely cut me off. But you know how I tease Lane for watching us all the time? Maybe that will pay off here. I hate this cloak and dagger stuff.
You do? You seem pretty good at it.
Talk to Lane for me. I'm sure they've seen what Sev is doing, but maybe they also have a guess at why he's acting so odd. Okay, let's go back before anyone gets nosy. And if Sev asks, blood moon cycle. Not sure if Ram blush, but he sure does.
Got it.
Okay, that is sweet. So, we're moving a little bit into political scheming territory, right? Alright, hi, Cass. A matter of expert.
Hey, Kaz. Kim has a question.
Is that why you've been lurking around here? Bad habit, you.
Yes. I need some help puzzling out shipping manifests from before the surge.
Scries, secured export, dates. You think some scries never made it past the veil?
Doesn't it usually take some time to figure that kind of thing out?
Yes, but I'm a genius. This is what I do, Bryn. So, we should run these down. The records here aren't complete, though. They don't confirm the shipment.
Any idea how we do that?
This is where Bryn does what she does. Off the top of my head, there's 3 places we should look.
Okay.
Drover's Gate in the lower city is obvious. Logs will be there. Also, I imagine the Bastion would track export of any and all scries, military applications. And we should canvass the Hearthsiders. Maybe someone still alive who worked the caravans. I'd ask the Axel. She'd know who to ask. And we're not welcome in the general populace at Cassidon's.
We have that in common. Impressive.
I'm just showing off at our point here. That's the other thing I do.
Ah, so sweet. Okay, I dig them so hard. I think that one true pairing has just formed for me in this game. Highline.
We need to talk about Sev.
Yeah.
You know why I'm here.
I'm a keen observer, and you have no Pangel face. Also, Solar has many strengths, but subtlety is not one of them. Sev, however, is somewhat more adept at hiding things. He's been moving back and forth between here and the hold quite regularly. Let me ask you something. Did you notice anything odd when you were at the hold?
There was a moment when Sev approached the Eye to speak alone.
Ah. That confirms my suspicion, then. Have you noticed that Sev and the Eye wear a similar symbol?
I had not.
No.
The symbol looks to be a stylized... well, I'm not sure, but I think it's something akin to a water wheel. I don't recognize it myself, but given the Eye is wearing it, the Enclave might have some record of that particular symbol.
The archives in the Spire might have something. Though I'd rather just ask Sev.
Given his secrecy about this whole affair, I can't imagine he'll be forthcoming.
Good point. And yet... Either way, time for a little investigation. Hey, big guy. Everything okay?
Yes, mostly. I was wondering if you had a moment sometime. I might need your help.
Sev,
Okay.
we're all a team. Whatever you need, we'll handle it, okay? Just make sure you tell me everything.
Thank you, Bryn. I'll be at my usual place.
Okay then, let's talk to Seth now. I kind of forgot he existed. No, I can talk with
You
him.
know, I've been curious about something.
Oh, I know this one. A soft cloth and some ergon seed oil.
I'm sorry, what?
You,
Huh?
weren't asking about tusk care? Everyone eventually asks.
Spirits, no. But that's intriguing. I was wondering about that symbol you wear. With the wheel?
Oh, that.
Mm.
That's just a family heirloom. Of sorts. Thought it looked nice, is all.
Just thought it looked nice.
I'm so sorry, Bryn. Just remembered, I have to move some things for Aurea. Maybe another time.
Dodgy.
You said you needed some help, Sev?
Have I ever told you how I envy your clarity, Bryn?
How so?
Maybe I'm just romanticizing it, but you seem like someone who's always known what you wanted to do. To be.
I was born in the tail years of a liberation war, Sev. It never made sense to me that I couldn't be anything I wanted. So I just decided.
I wish making decisions came so simply to me. Perhaps you can give me pointers. when the time comes. Anyway, I've been working on a side project to help the Hearthsiders, and I'm having trouble sourcing some rarer components.
I'm curious about
What
this
are you
project.
working on?
I can't say much, but I can tell you it's a project authorized by the Eye himself.
That
Interesting.
revelation would carry more weight if he weren't an ass.
Exactly.
I know he can be abrasive, but he's got a plan. Says he's been working on it for years.
Do the Axel or Spindle know about this plan?
I'm honestly not sure. I don't think they have details, no.
But you do.
He's sworn me to secrecy. But I promise you, Bryn, it's nothing against us.
You're sure?
I know I come off as a pushover, but I know when to hold my ground. And would never harm this group, Bryn, I swear on my tusks.
If the Hearthsiders are asking for your help, can't they provide what you need?
Exactly.
The survivors are strapped. Their supplies have been dwindling for years now. I'm sure before the surge they would have had rare materials in reserve. But those days are over. So, I have to ask for your help.
I'm
Okay.
game, but I want you to know I have reservations. The Eye hasn't exactly been helpful to us.
I completely understand. I'm probably crossing some lines, but I'm glad you're hearing me out. I've put together a schematic and I'll leave it with Solar. The majority of the asks are reasonably mundane. It's just...
Oh no.
well, I need some particular secretions from a glass tail.
Why is it never onions?
Exactly.
You know, small, green, distinct lack of talons. Never flash freeze you into an icy prison, though I suppose both can make you cry. I'm kidding, Sev. I'll see what I can do.
You don't mind me hanging out here, do you?
Okay, I see someone got cozy. What about their relationship though? Is it done? Is it over? Okay, I got my quests again. Oh. Those are main story quests. Those two are companion quests, so I guess I'll do them first. Upper Devon, Lower Devon, Devon Bastion, and this Lower Devon Bastion Cassidon's Hall. Okay, so okay. For now, I think I will stop here, continue later on if I have the time. But for now, thank you for watching. This has been The Witch of the Void, flying through Eternal Strand.